Hey everyone, RogueGold here, welcome back to the Division 2, and today, the title is not clickbait, alright? There is a legitimate way in the game right now for you to go and farm exotics like the Eagle Bear, the Ravenous, the Bighorn, the Regulus, and the Ouroboros right now. Okay, so today there was a new patch that went live with stuff like the Year 6 Season 3 finale, the Master Mission, a new exotic, a bunch of stuff. But it also introduced a new feature called stretch goals for the season pass, right? And they pitched this as kind of a prelude to the Brooklyn DLC's launch later this month. Well, we thought we had all the info on it. It's going to give us some new cosmetics, stuff like that. It turns out, though, that the patch notes were amended this morning to say that the exotics, those exclusive ones that I just listed off, those can actually be farmed and earned from this new system. So, a lot of people are freaking out right now, so let's get straight to the information that you need to know. Alright, so here we are taking a look at this new stretch goals feature. Before we get to the raid exotics component of this, let me just give you a very quick run through of how this works. Essentially, this is just an 11th page of the season pass. As you can see, if I scroll up, this is where the season pass previously ended. But if we scroll down to page 11, you then get tiers 101 to 110. The catch, though, as you can see right here, you can actually keep looping through this and reclaiming these rewards. So I go through to 110, it then resets, and you can go back through. Now, something to make very clear, though, this is not a permanent installation to the game. As you can see up at the top where it says Brooklyn activation ends in 2 weeks, 6 days, and 13 hours. At that time, when the new season begins, this will go away. So if you want to farm these raid exclusive exotics, you have a limited amount of time to do so. Alright, so again, heading into this patch, we thought we knew what was up with this. In these Brooklyn activation caches, it can drop stuff like new apparel patches or a new outfit, a Scorpio weapon skin. The thing is, though, just this morning, the devs amended the patch notes and they added this bit to it where it says, in the reward pool from these caches, a chance to earn seasonal exotics, including unobtainable ones like the Ouroboros or the Eagle Bearer. Now, just to show you, because I've not gotten one of these for myself yet, I have no idea what the drop rates are, but you can see user Shepherd Fet615 here over on Reddit posted that he got a Regulus out of one of these caches. I saw people in the replies to that post talking about how they got the Ouroboros as well. So, assumedly, the full pool of exclusive exotics is available here. Again, the Eagle Bear, the Ravenous, the Bighorn, the Regulus, and the Ouroboros. You have the opportunity to get those from these Brooklyn activation caches. There's one available at tiers 101, 103, 105, 107, and 109. And once again, you can loop through these. It's not just a one-time thing. Once you get to 110, you can reset and keep farming these over and over. The question then that everybody is going to start asking is, what is the best way to farm these, right? How can I get the most amount of XP? Well, it's interesting. On the one hand, the devs did confirm that seasonal XP events, for example, right now there is a Season Pass XP event live. This additional boost does not count for stretch goals, so you cannot apply any of these bonuses to that. Additionally, whereas at the start of a season, Season Pass XP might come in pretty big chunks from stuff like the journey missions. For a lot of you, this journey is already done, right? I finished this in the first week of the season being live. So my first tip would be that if you do not have your journey complete, this is actually a really solid way to get XP, because each of these individual objectives gives you a solid amount, and then when you complete one of these tiers, as you can see on that left column, you get a huge chunk of XP from those. Additionally, if you've not yet done all of your scout missions, once again, I already have before getting through this, but each scout that you complete gives you, I think, the same, 2,000 something amount of season pass XP. But for the rest of us who have already done all of these things, it really just comes down to finding the most efficient way to get season pass XP in the regular game. Some things to keep in mind: there are ways to multiply the amount of XP that you're getting. For example, if I look at the amount of season pass XP this grants us, you can see it has a plus 20% multiplier on it. You get an inherent 10% season pass XP boost for playing with seasonal modifier. So if you want to go in here and turn on Rogue Momentum, that will increase the amount that you're earning. And then additionally, owning the premium season pass also gives you another 10% XP boost to all season pass XP gains. To the best of my knowledge, you do not have to have the premium season pass to take advantage of these new stretch goals. But again, if you do own premium, you will go through them faster because you get that 10% boost. The biggest farming recommendation I can give, this is what I plan on utilizing the most myself, are priority objectives. Again, they made the change midway through last season that every single priority objective you complete will reward you with season pass XP. That is that orange symbol and the number that you're seeing right next to the duration for each of these. And this, of course, can line up with any type of content you want to do. If I wanted to specifically do PvP, I could do this one right here. Let's see what it's going to tell me to do. Complete one Dark Zone East activity. There's a DZ drop available right when I went inside here, and you can see that itself gives you an inherent season pass XP amount when you complete it. So we're going to take out all of the ads here. All right, I'm then going to claim this, and when I do, you should see that the priority objective will complete. You can watch my seasonal XP bar in the corner there. It's going to go up a decent amount from completing that one priority objective. So again, whether you enjoy doing PvP stuff, whether you want to play missions, strongholds, countdown, whatever you want to do, priority objectives can line up with that to get you even more gain. Also keep in mind the weekly projects do net you season pass XP, so I could do the weekly legendary, or I could even just donate stuff for the requisition. I would get 1100 from that. The options for season pass XP are pretty wide. You just have to kind of find the best way and method that works for you. And again, the biggest thing I can stress, this is only here for a limited amount of time. Even on the events timeline, you can go and see that Brooklyn activation is its own event. You have 2 weeks and 6 days from when I'm posting this video to farm out those exotics. Alright, so there you have it, folks. That is just about everything that you need to know about stretch goals and how they are including these previously raid and legendary exclusive exotics. Pretty crazy addition in today's patch. I did not see this one coming. Now that you've watched through, I would love to get your guys' thoughts on this, right? What is your take on them adding these previously exclusive exotics to this much easier method? And if you're somebody who plans to go out and farm these, what kind of methods do you think you're going to use to get the fastest XP? Would love to hear about all of it down below. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more stuff on the Division 2 from me in the future, I would appreciate you clicking that subscribe button if you're not already. But that is just about all I have for you today, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Out.